Kellogg's OKs. Note the improvement. They put a bear on the box, which improved it so much, they decided to improve the cereal, too.
Oh, come on, Yogi. Let's be serious about Kellogg's new OKs, okay?
Like the Space Bears say, okay.
Well, first, how nutritious are Kellogg's new OKs? Well, they're made from oats. And of all grains, oats are the richest in proteins and rich in other bodybuilding essentials, too. In fact, some people consider it their duty to eat oats. Yogi. But now, with a really delicious oat cereal like Kellogg's OKs around, people can have their oats and enjoy them, too. Especially Kellogg's new OKs.
I'm gonna get myself a modem. 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 All right, welcome to Lunch Therapy. It is Barefoot Tuesday, and I'm kicking off the shoes. Had enough of wearing shoes this week. I wore them all Monday. Taking off my socks. I invite you to do so too, unless you are walking on a, I don't know, bed of glass, something like that. Maybe that's dangerous. You should perhaps wear shoes. Hoity hoy hoy, toddy Todd Lee. Great to see you here. I've got Mama J on the show. We're going to be going to a couple of arcades to see some pinball machines and retro video games. And we're going to have a contest, and we're going to also explore some animals and some other questions like, what's going on with those people from Boeing that are up on the International Space Station? What the heck is going on there? Little update for that. But first, I got to bring on Mama J. Whoa, I'm going through this crazy tunnel. Whoa. Nuts. Mama J.
I loved the pinball bag grip. You are so talented.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well, Boney's very talented. Todd Lee says Galaga was his arcade game of choice. And you know what? You are in luck, Todd Lee, because I was able to play Galaga, the sequel to Galaxian, of course. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's over by Dodger Stadium, the place that I went. Where was the place that you went, Mama J?
Mine was just downtown Topeka, off of 6th Street. And it's been there 16 months, and I'm just now hearing about it.
Wow, I never heard about this other place, too, that I went. It's called Button Mash. So we're going to have some dueling roving reporters here. It should be really fun. Also, I hear you got a job.
I do. And so I have my shoes and socks on, and I don't know if you can see this. There's my Pinball Plus
cool.
T-shirt. Okay. But then I have to quick change out of this and put on my company T-shirt.
Oh, I can't wait. Is the company T-shirt, is it a different color? Because right now that one's blending into your green screen.
I am blending. Yes, my other one's a yellow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of hyped. I think I'm kind of psychedelic.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do some breathing, because
okay. Woo.
I need it. I'll tell you.
I do too.
Oh boy. Okay, we got healing vibrations here today. We are going to breathe. This is one for the cranial nerve. The TMJ cranial nerve. Don't know what that means, but sounds good. Well, let's do it.
What that is?
What's that? What is it?
Clenching our jaws.
But there's a cranial nerve that like goes through the jaw or something?
TMJ, yeah. TMJ is a very painful condition, so.
We're curing it today.
Yeah.
Jason Edelman. Hey. Crazy kids. All right, let's do this thing. Let's breathe it.
Okay.
Breathe it. Breathe it if you got it. Let it go. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. One more. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. Don Thompson says, T-shirt looks great, Mama J. Is this Don Thompson from... Oh, my God, that's great.
We have a new viewer.
In the chat room. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to get to that roving reporter real soon here.
Hey, and I have a quick, can I tell you a quick TMJ story?
Yeah.
So way back, maybe 20, 30 years ago, Burt Reynolds lost a lot of weight and he was on Johnny Carson and he looked like death. And Johnny said, what's going on with you? Are you dying? Or you have cancer? And he goes, no, I have TMJ.
Really?
And it was hard for him to eat. Yep.
It's that serious, huh? Wow,
it's that serious. There you go.
Huh. Todd Lee says, my wife told me yesterday that she's had it with my disgusting habits and she was leaving me.
Oh my God.
Equal means equal says, what? I'm now waiting for the punchline. We're waiting for the punchline.
But she's been probably grinding her teeth over him.
Yeah. I think last time he said something about she was asking him what planet he was on because of his affectation to astronomy. Affectation?
Oh.
I don't know, wrong word. Let's see. Had to spit out my toenail so I could respond. There we go. I knew there was a joke there.
I don't eat my toenails when I clip them, but when I clip them, they sometimes hit Denny.
Oh,
they fly across the room.
That's crazy.
He doesn't like that. Yeah.
It's hard. What do you do with toenails? You know, they should have a thing that you put over your foot that collects the toenails and allows you to clip them at the same time. It's like a clipper sock.
Maybe. Well, but Denny, you know what he does? He goes outside and sits on the deck and does it like a gentleman.
Wow. And it's probably good for the soil too. Right? Got it.
Yeah, nutrients.
Equal means equal says you must clip your toenails over the bathroom trash can. See,
what?
I didn't even know that.
How did we miss this in our growing up, Joel? We were not brought up right.
I'm going to make the clipper sock. It's a sock.
You make a clipper sock.
The only problem is it's going to be hard to see the toenails. You might cut your toe that way.
You would.
Maybe it's toenail clipper that has a
little cup on it.
Little cup. But then, like you say, the toenail sometimes goes flying away and hits your husband.
Mine makes a noise. It goes, zing.
It makes a noise?
It does. It'll go zing.
I don't think so. Zing.
I screw.
Kind of
I will film them one of these days.
when people flip those beer can bottle tops.
Yeah, zing, just like
beer
that.
caps.
Ooh.
Yeah. New band name, Toenail Clippings. Yeah. That'll get a lot of people to go see that band, hear that band. Equal means equal. I actually saw a nail clipper that collects the detritus as it goes along. It was advertised on TV. See, there's always something. I had a friend once who said, who gave me this prototype of this invention that he was making. And it was basically a blanket with sleeves. And he was like, I think this is going to be really big. And he had me try it out. And I was like, it's just a backwards robe is what it is. And I was like, I don't think it'll catch on. And then somebody else made it, and they just made millions of dollars on it. It was called the
Did your friend sue him?
No, my friend was just pissed at me. He was like, what is wrong with you? Why didn't you see the brilliance?
Yeah.
See, we can't do that. I mean, he asked me to, it wasn't for me. It wasn't a product for me. It's a product for somebody else.
Right.
I live in Los Angeles. I need a big heavy blanket with so hot.
No. Inventions are fun. I have an invention that everybody
Jason invented something. In elementary school, I invented a nail clipper in a bag. Well, there you go. In elementary school.
He's a prodigy.
Yeah.
He's a nail clipper prodigy.
Photographer and engineer or something. I don't know.
Wow.
Best to clip your your nails after a shower or a bath, they soften up. That's a myth.
No. They got to be hard and crunchy.
You got to hear that click sound.
Yeah,
so you know you got it.
Sorry, Todd.
Jason says, then in the 90s, I had an infomercial. They had an infomercial with a nail clipper with sides that caught the clippings. So there's sides on the nail clipper, like little gutters, and they catch the clippings. And what do you do with, how do you responsibly dispose of toenail clippings?
See, if you just clip them the way we do, you don't even have to do anything because you don't know where they landed.
Yeah. Jason agrees with Todd that you got to take a shower and then you got to do it. Now, you know what you do? You should cut your toenails and then you just kind of kick them under the couch.
Yeah.
That's basically what you do. So, let the swimmer pick it up.
Hey, let our kitties chase them.
Yeah, extra protein. Protein, like it said in the commercial that we showed at the beginning, was for some OK cereal from Kellogg's.
Yeah.
Who names a product OK? Anyway, I mean, that's just asking for trouble. It's like naming a product average.
Yeah. I never ate that cereal. My favorite childhood cereal was Trix. And I asked my dad to buy me some Trix when he went to the store, and he'd go, "No, they're just for rabbits."
Oh, of course, the famous Seth Ward film, Tricks Are for Rabbits.
No.
You got to Google that.
I got to look at that. Oh my God, that's my childhood. That's a bad memory.
In that movie, the rabbit gets revenge on the kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're like, no, you can't have any. Tricks are for kids. Tricks are for kids. And
yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Man,
it's really good.
Well, we are way off. We are way off. We are way off.
That's the way I found Sethward, was through that video.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to tell him.
Todd, I'm not even going to read that.
Don't read that one.
I have trouble reading things anyway, reading these tiny little comments anyway. But yeah, you can do with that what you wish, what you will. Okay, so this last week, you know what we're doing? You know how, like, with equal means equal, we're putting this. I'm totally changing the subject now because I got to show this video. What happened? We're plastering pictures of people calling the archivist, calling the president, and asking him to call the archivist to publish the Equal Rights Amendment. So we equal means equal, plastered all of these posters on a wall, just like it's the first one. And then there's going to be buildings, and then there's going to be a bridge, and there's going to be all this stuff.
Oh, wow.
But we learned a lot. So here's the fast motion of that first mission on Melrose Avenue.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a lot of work. That was just for one little wall on Melrose. The people just, I just filmed it, and Kamala edited that thing. But it was super fun. But imagine doing an entire building.
No.
It's going to be a lot of work.
Who are you going to have tall ladders? How are you? Do you have a crane?
I don't know. There's going to be a crane. It's going to be nuts. We're going to have to watch this space because you'll be seeing as this thing develops.
I think it's beautiful. I love it.
Cool,
I love it so much. Do you have my picture? Did you find my picture?
I knew you were going to ask about your picture.
Yeah, because you know what? I can tell you're ignoring me. I know that you're distant. Yes.
Jay's like, I sent you a picture. Can I have a poster? Can I have a poster? I'm like, we're trying to do this. There's like a million posters. It's like, oh, let me take a couple hours here and find your picture again. And then let me print it out in a giant poster. It's already hard enough. Mama J. You're like, where's me? Where's me?
I did. It was all, I thought, now remember, because I thought it was a good, well, you know me,
Yeah.
I am so dumb. I kept thinking, well, I need a phone. I even went on Amazon and bought a toy phone so I could have the curly thing.
Yeah.
I am in this
That's
office with my comedy group, and there's a freaking phone on the desk.
Oh,
And
no.
I'm like, oh, there's a phone. Hello. That's
went
when
out
I
and
sent
bought
you the
one.
picture.
That's great. So yeah, finalimpact.org. If you go there, you can upload a picture, and then you can pester me about making a poster, and I'll put it on a wall. Yeah, but definitely, because we're going to need a lot of photos. A lot of photos.
Yeah, but apparently they already have a lot group audience. Apparently there's a lot of them because I can't get mine.
Because you can't get yours. It's not about making posters and send to you. Oh, look at this. Sethford live today on PMS podcast. PMS.
PMS.
There's a podcast about PMS? Wow. I'm not going to say anything about that. What that would be like.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, all right. That's cool. Live today. More information, please, Jason Edelman, because, you know, we're huge fans, and I'm a Patreon.
I'm so honored that I met him in person and didn't even know he was so famous.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Todd Lee says, don't use double negatives. They're a big no-no. This is double. He's got the jokes. Todd's got the jokes coming. They're coming in strong. All right, it's time for Pinballs Plus. This is going to be the Jay Patterson roving reporter, Pinballs Plus.
Jay doing a lunch therapy roving report on Pinballs Plus. Some of you probably don't know this, but I used to be a pinball wizardette in the 70s, and I'm so excited that I just found this place. I'm heading inside, and you're going to meet some fellow ladies who play pinball, and also the owner of this place. It is so cool. You're going to love it. All right. Hey, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn. How are you today?
I am really good. How are you guys? Hi.
Great.
So these are my new friends. This is Dawn, and you two are?
Denise,
Jane, and Chanel. Chanel and Jane and Denise all play in the Ladies League. Now, because I have a job coming up, I'm not going to be able to play in it, but I'll be here on the open days where you can come in, you play $15 and can play all day. Or is that for all day, or is it more?
Actually, it's $10 per hour, $15 for 2 hours, and $20 you can stay from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. or any time in that.
I'm doing that. I'll be spending my paycheck from my new job, Dawn. Dawn, tell me about this place. What's happening?
So we have a bunch of pinball machines, a few video games out there, and it's just an opportunity for people that don't have a pinball machine or want to play different pinball machines to come out and have fun. And it's all about fun.
And also you started this as you're a pinball wizard machine worker.
So I am a pinball tech, and as far as the pinball wizard, that was many years ago. I just love to play now.
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait because you guys, I have not played yet, but Mama Jay's going to play tonight. Now, Denise has a fun little story.
my husband and I met, well, I was playing 8-Ball Deluxe at Doc Holliday's.
Oh, I remember Doc Holiday.
I remember 8-Ball Deluxe.
Go every day.
That was a good one.
And so you guys still married?
Yes.
And how many years now?
38.
30?
It'll be 39 the end of this month.
Pinball
He
love.
surprised me. He came in here and bought the 8-Ball Deluxe. So now we have it in our basement.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
That's better than a diamond ring, I'm telling you.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that is so romantic. Oh, I love it. I love it. Jane, what about you, girl?
I just love pinball. I played a lot back in the 80s.
Okay, so you're an 80s girl.
My
Okay.
sister and I did a lot of.
And where did you guys play?
Usually bowling alleys.
Yeah, oh yeah, the bowling alley.
and-
Oh,
yeah.
didn't Topeka used to be fun with their bowling alleys?
Yep.
And Chanel.
I have grown up on pinball.
Really?
My brothers used to work in the arcades. We go to the
Oh.
arcades, bowling alleys, and I do have we have two in our home.
Oh
Two
my
in the house.
God.
And I love pinball.
You know what? I can't hear this because this job I'm starting is not going to pay me that much to buy a pinball machine. I'm telling you this right now.
It's a lot of fun. That's how we spent our pandemic.
Yes. Oh.
Played a lot of pinball.
Well, I'm rusty. I have not really
good.
played much since the 70s, and I actually met my first husband is the one who showed me how to use those flippers right. And then I fell in love with another pinballer, but it didn't work out. But anyway, okay, well, I'm going to go in here and look at some machines, and why don't you guys, because we have a ladies' league tonight.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Now we got some
So
machines.
this is, look at this arcade. Now this is ladies' night, and this is the sheets. There's 10 ladies that play in the league. So this is how cool it is. So let me see what I'm gonna play. I might play Godzilla. I might play, let me see. Ooh, Close Encounters. Let me see. Oh, The Godfather. I don't know. I got too many choices, but I'm gonna give Dawn $15 and I'm going to play for about an hour maybe. We'll see if my if my old body can stand up to it. Thank you so much for doing this. This is just very exciting.
We do have special machines in here too, so that Godfather is the only collector's edition in Kansas right now.
Ooh, a collector's edition pin. Oh, and it's worth
that one's nice.
$25,000.
Whoa.
There are, I think, 5 machines in here that I do not want to sell, and that's one of them.
Wow.
So that is an absorbent price because I don't want to sell it. And I have people say, well, give me a price. So there's the price, but nobody will pay that. And that's
Oh.
okay because I don't want to sell that.
No. And so, okay.
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
That Godzilla topper is one of
Oh,
only
cool.
35 in
Wow.
the world.
Look at that.
I love
So
him.
It has been hand carved, molded, and poured, and then hand painted.
Really?
So we only did 35 of them.
I love him. I love Godzilla. That's the one I'm going to play, guys. And he is worth around, with the topper, $18,000. This is trouble. I should not have walked in here. I'm telling you all this right now. All my quarters, I guess, or my dollars now.
Actually, once you pay to come in, all the machines are on free play.
That is
So
so
you get
cool.
to play as much as you want.
I love it so much. Well, thank you guys for doing this quick interview, and I'll let you know when this is on next week, and so you guys can enjoy it too.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. That was cool.
Oh,
We didn't get a chance to see you play, though.
You did? Oh, did I send you that?
You probably did. Maybe we'll have to
Oh, yeah, it's probably with my poster somewhere.
get Boney to dig that up somewhere.
That's okay though. Yeah, but
Don
that
says we do
guy
have
is
normal price pinball machines, too. What's a normal price for a pinball machine? They're priceless.
They're right. That's what. So for the audience, Don Thompson, who just commented, that's the owner of the Pinballs
cool.
Plus.
So cool.
Yeah.
We used to quote 8-Ball Deluxe. Stop talking and start chalking.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes. And it was so deep. Stop talking and start
chalking.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
cool.
Yeah.
Jason Edelman says Gorilla -1 was great on Netflix. I want to see that. I hear Godzilla -1 was like it had really good acting in it. Is that true? Is it true?
Really? I have not watched it, but now I will.
Holy
not?
Guignol is here.
You
Wow. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I went to a place called Button Mash. Oh, let's see. Oh,
Button
Don
Mash,
says
okay.
what I currently have starts at $1,800. So, I mean, that would be so cool to have your own pinball machine. I had a friend growing up who had a pinball machine in his basement, and it was, I was jealous, let me tell you.
Were you? I'm sorry.
I was so jealous of him. Still pissed off about it. Can you tell? I mean,
I can tell you're not even laughing. You're not even laughing. You're so pissed.
Jason says Godzilla was a great actor. There's some great Godzilla acting in that thing.
He had, and you know, his family history is historic. Yes, of course, he's a great actor.
Still pissed off about button mash. Oh, you want me to talk about it, Guignol? Guignol? Guignol and I were going to button mash, right? We were going, and he was supposed to pick me up. And I'm waiting on the curb. I'm waiting in front of my house. Waiting for the sound of his Honda, you know those Hondas, the electric ones where they kind of sing? Nothing. Finally, I text him. And he's like, oh, we left already. We're out eating pizza. Do you want to come?
I would be pissed.
I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Let it out, Joel. Obviously, there's a lot of pent-up anger. So I grabbed Kamala and we went anyway.
That's a better, yes.
And this is the result. And actually, Don might like this one too, because this is the LA version of the, I mean, they have video games here, but they also have the button mashing pinball machines. Let's get this thing going. Button mash.
Button mash is cool.
Toenail says not true. Not true, Joel. Ouch. It was eggplant. Oh, his eggplant wasn't pizza. He was eating. Hey, we're out eating eggplant. Hi, this is Joel Marshall reporting for Lunch Therapy. Outside of Dodger Stadium in Echo Park, Los Angeles, we're at a place called Button Mash. Come on inside. Very unassuming door. And let's go in here and see what this is all about. With the miracles behind the door. Wow, first of all, the thing that strikes me is the wall. Got some amazing artwork here. It doesn't even, it looks like wallpaper, but it's like, how do they do it? It's like, does it repeat? I don't know. Here I see a mouse, but then I see the same mouse over here. Pretty cool. The miracles of wallpaper. And on the other side, they've got a color version. Look at this. This is crazy. Wow, it goes all the way up the wall. All right, and come this way. Over here we have the dining area where they've got a very interesting restaurant called Poltergeist. Very interesting food. We're going to check that out later. Come on over here, though, the main attraction that spawned the name Button Mash. Got some video games. And we're talking about the classics. We've got the Rampage here. Godzilla. You get to pick like what kind of monster you want to be. You could be like a Godzilla monster, a werewolf. Got Space Harrier. Don't know what that one is, but it's got a cool picture of a Cyclops mammoth elephant there. Smash TV. I don't know. Let's see if they got Crazy Climber. Over here they have the famous Donkey Kong.
Oh, Donkey Kong, yeah.
Wow, look at that hockey. Unbelievable. Donkey Kong, the original that spawned all the other video games. It's been about 35 years since we've seen each other, me and Donkey Kong, the actual arcade machine. Let's see what happens. All right, Ready Player One, as they say. Okay, that's me playing Donkey Kong. I'm gonna have to fast forward because it just gets boring. And I pontificate about it, and Kamala's like, I don't think people are gonna want to watch you play Donkey Kong. I don't think that's really what. But I did get to 2 levels. I still got it. Still got it. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. It's a Moonwalker video. This is crazy. All right, let's fast forward. Oh wait, there is a. I wanted to ask about this. There's a video game called Revenge of the Doop. Revenge of the Doop. I never saw that one before. And let's see what else. Tron. Oh, yeah. Be careful.
Deadly discs.
No, I gotta be careful with those video games.
Punch Out. Remember this one? Punch Out. It's where you're a boxer and you just smash the buttons. I'm going to put in here, of course, this is what we always used to put when we were kids. We would put in this, of course, the traditional Holy. That's the one good thing about Holy. Okay, so hook, uppercut, body blow, body blow. You just kind of mash the buttons here. That's
play that one?
It's just like the name of the place. Body blow, hook, uppercut, body blow, body blow, body blow, hook, uppercut. Looks like I'm not doing anything, but it's very, very meticulous and very precise what I'm doing. Again, the incredible muscle memory is coming back into play. You can feel it. And KO. Body blow, body blow. Check it out. Got it. Still got it. Still got it. You have to do the exact move. He comes in with a punch, you got to parry. He ducks, you got to go high. Uh-oh, now I'm playing somebody, a formidable.
Okay, so I got knocked out there. Anyway, we gotta move on. Nobody wants to watch me play the whole thing. There, and I'm talking about Robotron. I'm like, I wish I was playing Robotron, and there's one right behind me there. Missed that completely. Just totally missed that. And then oh, but this is for Todd here.
That is the actually the sequel to Galaxian Centipede. Look at that. It makes your mouth water, doesn't it? All the little mushrooms. I'm never very good at this game.
You like Centipede?
I love Centipede. Hours.
Oh man, that's a good one.
It's pretty fun, but it's just so nerve-wracking.
It's nerve-wracking.
I'd rather play
I was trying to think of the name of the other trackball game, and it was Missile Command. That was a good one.
Oh yeah, Missile Command. And you know what? Here's a question.
What?
Now I was never sober when I played any of these games. So do you think being drunk made these games seem easier? Like Centipede, like we didn't care.
You're gonna have to tell me, because I don't think I ever played a stand-up video game drunk. I don't think so.
Oh really?
Wow. I know.
Well, during my time, I was on drugs, alcohol, anything, and having affairs around the
Oh my God!
machine.
While you were playing the game, having affairs? Wow, that takes some
very
incredible
talented.
flexibility. Matt Wright says, first arcade video game I played was a Space Wars at the UW Student Union building, aka the Hub. You paid for time, not lives. I remember on the ferry from, I don't know what ferry it was in Seattle, but they had a Space Wars game on there, and they also had, and it was like a sit-down tabletop one. And that was like the first thing I ever played. Or maybe they had Pong. Dirty Mama J.
I knew Dawn would like that.
Don Thompson says, we have Centipede next time you come in, Jay. And alcohol is allowed. All right, there we go. They have video games there, too. So cool.
They do.
All right, now for Dawn, I'm going to go to the pinball section of the video. So there's a bar and all this stuff. And then let's see if they have the same.
Crazy.
They don't have the Godzilla game.
Yeah.
They don't have the Godfather.
Amazing. They have a Venom pinball machine.
Yeah.
Remember this one? Funhouse. It's got a little, like a guy in there. Ball goes into the funhouse. Trap door. Look at this one. Judge Dredd. It's got the weird little, I don't know what that is. Some kind of cyclone, some kind of planet. There's even another room. Let's see what's in the other room.
All right, we don't have to see the other room. One other thing is the food. So Poltergeist is the name of this restaurant, and it is the most unusual food you will ever have in your life.
Very unusual. Then the check came in this Welcome Back Kotter, the Sweat Hog Newshawks. First edition Welcome Back Kotter book. I didn't know there were books.
All right, so then I played some pinball. So Yeah, Matt brings up Joust. That was one of my, that was a really good game too. I think Defender was the most popular thing when I was growing up. Defender.
So guess which one I played the other day? Transformers. That was cool. It had helicopters and airplanes and machine guns. It was really cool.
Now I'm singing Pinball Wizard. I mean, you'd think I was drunk. What do you think? One of the good things about not drinking is that you can act like a fool, and then later on when you see yourself acting like a fool, you're like, yep, that's what I planned to do.
I was drunk. You can just say I was drunk.
Say I was drunk. Oh, yeah. You can say Tempest. Matt's naming all the exciting games. I just played Crazy Climber, and that was like one that I don't think a lot of people played. It was like a guy climbing a building. Oh. I don't know. Maybe Don has that one. I don't know.
Maybe Don has that. Yeah.
I'd buy that.
Man,
for
that
20.
was just wasn't that? That was a cool place you had there. That was.
I was surprised how nice it was. I mean, it was really cool. Yeah. I just sort of, went on the old Yelp because I wanted to say, have it for the show, have a theme for the show, and that was cool. So, I think it's time for Trash Panda. What do you think? Comedy
All
Club?
Right.
You got your material?
I'm ready for you.
I got some, I don't know how popular this material is going to be, but it's something I'm working on, and it is controversial. And let's just see what happens.
Okay.
It's just, it's you gotta speak from the heart, right?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
All right. Here we are at the Trash Panda Comedy Club. Yeah, it's so great to be here. So great to see everybody. Today I want to talk a little bit about weed. Everybody's talking about weed lately. They're smoking weed, and it's all legalized in a lot of towns and stuff like that. And seems really weird. Like I can't call it weed because it just sounds like I'm trying to be cool, and I'm not cool. I'm not cool at all. When marijuana started out as marijuana, and then they were calling it Mary Jane, and then they were calling it smoking a J. And then they called it like jazz cigarettes and things like that. But those were pretty cool names. And then suddenly people started calling it pot and calling people pot heads. And that just seemed like had a negative connotation. And then dope, then they called it dope. And it doesn't seem like that's a very positive thing. And now they've just come up with weed. Everybody calls it weed. You got some weed? Got some weed. They when it was illegal, a lot of the people that I knew growing up would call it CDs. They'd be like, they call up their person that they get their pot from, and they'd be like, do you have any CDs? Because that was like the code word. So that if the cops were on the line, if they tapped the line, you could just say, oh, I was buying CDs, compact discs. But I feel like the weed culture is kind of a cult. Because, they always act like it's good for you. Somehow it's good for you. And then they're always trying to talk you into it. They're always trying to, and for me, I guess I just don't have the same experience with it. I think it's because I'm full of anxiety. And I think whatever whenever you smoke that stuff, however you're feeling, it just amplifies it in some way. Or at least that's what it does for me. I see people smoking their weed and they get all relaxed and calm and they're like so mellow and they don't, they're not worried about things. Me, I start to think like, are my legs getting bigger? Are they is my neck swelling up? Are there any bees around here? I get so paranoid. I don't know what to do with myself. One time, and I mean, it's probably like a handful of times that I've ever been high, and people that have been high with me, they're like, don't do that again. Please, please don't subject me to that again. And I'm laughing uncontrollably, but it's not a joyous laugh. It's more like the laugh of the devil. I'm just laughing, and I'm aware of it, and I picture my face like all red with the horns, and people are looking at me, and I'm laughing about something. They don't know what why I'm laughing, and I don't know, and I'm just like, please, just make me stop laughing, please, please. it's just, I start to hyperventilate. It's just a horrible experience for me. And people are like, so, and I forget, you know, people are like, hey, you want some weed? You want some weed? One time I was at a Cubs game. I was living in Chicago, didn't know anybody. And all of a sudden, some guy shows up that I happened to work with. And he's like, hey, Joel. And he had 2 cigarettes. And he's like, hey, you want to smoke a J or whatever? And I was trying to be cool. And I smoked this J. And I got so high, like immediately. And I turned to the guy and I said, I am so high. And he goes, God, tell it to the entire world. And of course, I just got so paranoid. I was like, and I got to get out of here. I'm looking around at the Cubs stadium because some of the people are in suits, you know, because if they do it, they have no lights there, or they used to have no lights, and people would be wearing suits, like business suits, and I'm just thinking they're looking at me saying, you're stoned, you're high. And I finally I left. I had to leave like in the 2nd inning. And I went to there was like a door and there was a sign that said, you can never leave. And I was like, did I read that right? So I went to a different door and there was a sign that said, once you leave, you can never come back. And I was just like, okay. And I just, you know, I went out into, you know, Chicago, leaving Wrigley Field behind like I was leaving behind my space capsule and walking on the moon. And I finally went home to my apartment and I was just like, I got under the covers and suddenly I realized maybe my grandmother was watching that game because my grandmother was like a big Pirates fan and they were playing the Pirates. And I thought, what happens if she calls me, asks me about the game? What am I going to do? So I got up and I sat with that blanket and watched the rest of the game on the TV. So that's my experience with marijuana, with the weed. So call me a prude. I'm a prude. I am a dork. I am a square. But don't get me near that weed, man. And you know what? These days, I'm near it all the time because in LA, because it's legal, it's everywhere, dispensary, every corner. And then you're in a parking lot, all you smell is weed. And then you're driving around and there's all these people in their weed fish bowls driving their little egg cars near you and you're weaving around. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see what the chat room says before I bring on our next comedian. Oh yeah, there's a lot in here. Let's see. My youngest is super into Cab Calloway these days. She was singing along to Reefer Man the other night and had no idea what reefer meant. Oh, I used to do that when I was a kid. I used to sing a song. Oh my gosh. Jason says even the word MJ was derogatory. Yeah, it's weed. Like we got to come up with a better word for the people that, you know, enjoy this stuff. Ganja. You know what the other thing is? People, they have their little grinders and all their paraphernalia. They act like it's a skill. They're like, they got the grinder. They act like they're playing like some intricate instrument or something. And like you're going to be super impressed. You just put the stuff in there and you grind it. It's just a grinder. People, when they grind their coffee, they don't go, look, I'm grinding coffee. Huh? Or the pepper guy. Look, I'm grinding pepper. You're grinding your weed. Just grind your weed away. Cannabis isn't for everybody, Todd says. Kind of like certain alcohol. I've seen many a person go insane when drinking tequila. Oh my God, I have seen that too.
Yes.
I have seen that too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just the opening act. Gonna have here the famous comedian. She was on Netflix, The Trust. She's famous for eating Lay's potato chips and has a huge contract with them. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Mama J.
Oh, Joel. Oh, Joel. Oh, that story. They should play that at junior high for drug awareness week. Nobody would ever smoke pot after listening to your story. I'm serious.
Scared straight.
You'd scare the shit out of them. But you know what? I do relate to that because I had moments of big paranoia and all sorts of weird shit. And oh my God, you know what? We'll have to have a marijuana show. And you know, my husband, we used to. Oh my God, I got stories. But anyway, I don't like pot either. I'm just gonna say I don't like pot. And also, but you know what? One thing I do like. One thing I do like is caffeine, and it's exhausting because I drink coffee and pop and tea all day long, and that's a lot of going to the bathroom and all this stuff. I'm all hyped up, but I used to really love diet pills, the real diet pills. I had a friend who was a pharmaceutical tech, and I would get real diet pills, and I was so productive. I'm not kidding you. And I could drink a case of beer and still drive.
Oh my God.
But I miss those pills, and I miss him still. And I think he gets out in 2025. And I'm no longer aging gracefully. Screw it. I have joined. I am now this casino woman,
Wow.
because we don't care. We're drinking, we're smoking, we're gambling, we're prostituting. At this age, a lot of us, we all have our issues, and the men, they can't get it up anymore, but they can go see the prostitutes and they'll check their prostates for $10. I was honored because I was honored because one of the men thought I was a prostitute. And I said, "Oh, no, I'm a lesbian." And he goes, "Oh, do you want me to check your prostate?"
What?
That's a new one. That's a new punchline. But last but not least, being in my 70s, and then I talk about being back in the 70s, is really weird. It's too weird. I don't know. This 70s thing is just killing me. I got to tell you. But hey, thanks everybody for being here. This has been a great show. Thanks, Joel.
Oh, that was good. That's some good stuff. Oh my. So you were taking diet pills. Do you remember the AIDS diet plan? I mean, do you remember that?
Yes.
Well, that was like the worst marketing choice ever. Let's see if I got the.
Yes.
What
happened to you?
Commercial here.
I was overweight and looked terrible, but AIDS helped me lose 46 pounds. The AIDS diet plan helped me lose 28 pounds.
AIDS helps control your appetite so you lose weight, yet AIDS lets you taste, chew, and enjoy.
Yes.
And the appetite suppressant in AIDS is not a stimulant.
AIDS helped me to lose 18 pounds, and it doesn't contain anything to make me nervous.
Question, why take diet pills when you can enjoy AIDS? AIDS helps you lose weight without making you jittery.
That was the worst naming choice
That was the
ever.
worst ever.
Oh my God.
Real diet. Did you ever take a real diet pill?
No, I never took a real diet pill.
Well, I want some now because I didn't need them then, but I just did them to have fun. But they were so great.
Fun. I remember there was a diet pill, and maybe the chat room can tell me if this is true or not. There was a diet pill that everybody was taking, and they were losing a lot of weight. And then one day somebody cracked it open, and there was a ringworm in there.
Oh! Or a hookworm. Maybe a hookworm.
Is that true? A tapeworm.
It wasn't a ringworm, it was a tapeworm.
Tapeworm, that's it. There was a tapeworm in there. Is that true? I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
I don't know. I used to worry. I lived in Georgia for a long time, and you always had to, you weren't supposed to walk barefoot because hookworms would climb up on your feet. Hookworms.
I remember hearing about that. I remember hearing about the hookworms.
Yeah, it was scary. Joel, we are lucky to be here. Hookworms, tapeworms, paranoia. It's crazy.
All the paranoia that could have killed me. Can you die of paranoia? I think so.
I think so.
Let's go one quick quiz, maybe just a couple of quick ones, and then we got to get out of here.
Yeah, because I got to go to work.
Fun.
Oh,
my gosh,
guess what?
you have to go to work. You have to go to work.
I have a new job. Yes.
What is the job? What are you doing?
My job is data entry for kind of a mail service company.
Oh, wow.
Part-time.
That sounds
Yep.
stimulating. Sounds good. You like that because what you can do is you can write jokes while you're stuffing envelopes.
I can. Well, he says roundworm. Oh, I forgot about the deadly roundworm.
I said ringworm.
And I said tapeworm.
Gotta be.
But we know he's.
Gotta be wary of the worms. Is what I think is what it's coming down to.
I think so.
Wary of the worms.
Okay.
And the eggplants.
We're gonna do a quiz.
We're gonna do a quick one. This is something that ChatGPT wrote, and I think I learned a lot about ChatGPT having him write this quiz because I think he's sexist.
Oh, I'm sure.
You be the judge. He put the. I actually added in. I gotta say, I added in Amy Schumer into this one because I was just like,
yeah.
He had the men and the women. He. See, I'm saying ChatGPT is a he, which is of course sexist as well. Gotta watch who you call sexist around here, because you might be, pointing the finger, 2 fingers pointing back at you. Isn't that what it is? 3 fingers?
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, but ChatGPT segregated the men from the women comedians.
Oh, boo.
I mean, I don't know if he's plagiarizing. I don't know what's going on. Jason Edelman says compost worms are cool. So let's hear it for compost worms.
They are cool.
Earthworms.
They do your soil.
Is that an earthworm or is that something different?
Yeah, I think so.
So here's a question. Which comedian turned a simple trip to a donut shop into a surreal adventure, proving that breakfast can be existentially confusing? Is it Mitch Hedberg?
I'm going to say Mitch Hedberg. I'm going to say Hedberg.
Oh, really? Okay. Here we go. Maybe the chat room can weigh in on that one. We'll see. We'll see if anybody...
They may be on worms. They may still be thinking about worms.
They could be on the worms. They could be like... You could be back in the... Maybe they rewound and they're back at the pinball thing, listening to the dulcet tones of the pinball machines. All right, let's see if you were right. Mitch Hedberg is what you said. No, did you say Mitch Hedberg?
I did.
And the answer is Mitch Hedberg. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
And I'm just playing against myself.
Yeah, you are, which is, you know what? All of life is just playing against yourself. Let's face it.
It is. It is.
People think. Todd Lee said Homer Simpson. Good, I'm glad we got somebody. We're just going to do 3 of these, and then we got to dance it out, because it's just...
Okay.
Question 2. Who once turned a bit about Hot Pockets into a national anthem for lazy dinners, making microwave sadness somehow hysterical?
Gaffigan.
Wow, you got it, or you guessed before.
Jim Gaffigan.
Wow,
yep.
Jim Gaffigan.
Hot Pockets.
Can you do his Hot Pockets routine? You know what's interesting? We, as comedians, like they're always talking about ripping off people's material,
Uh-huh.
We're always so worried about that, which, makes sense, I guess. But also, musicians, they play each other's songs all the time.
Yeah.
They do covers.
And nobody gets mad.
Nobody gets mad.
Hey, Joel, you could be like a cover for Mama J, and I could be a cover for Joel Marshall.
That would be so cool. I would love that.
Why not? Yeah.
Let's start right now.
Let's try that. We're comedian covers.
Yeah. I go to casinos all the time. They got prostitutes. And the prostitutes, it's great though because you get to check your prostate gland and also get to meet a girl at the same time. But you do me now. You do me.
Credit cards. I can't even do a credit card anymore.
You're good. Jim Gaffigan was the answer. Congratulations. That's another game, I think. Imitate the other comedian.
Yeah.
It's a great game. Actually, that'd be a really useful, I think, exercise for comedians.
It would be.
Try and be somebody else. I mean, people do it. Anyway, one more. Cocaine is God's way of saying you make too much money. Robin Williams. Robin Williams. And it is. It's Robin Williams. You get all the points today.
Everybody was scared of me. They just knew I know all the
They were like, a comedian contest with Jay Patterson? I don't think so. I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
All right, it's dance break time. This has been super fun.
Oh, super fun. Bye, everybody. It was a great day. Thank you, Joel. I'm going to go off to work.
All right, we're going to go off to work. You got to dance first, though.
Okay,
dance break time. Okay, cool. All right, and thanks, everybody, for being here. Also, the pinball wizard, Don, and his incredible place. thank you so much for letting us go in there and check it out. Pinballs Plus, everybody, if you're in Topeka, Kansas, get over there and lay down your money and play all the pinball that you want. Maybe you can were you allowed to play the Godfather machine? Gangster
Yes,
machine?
but the ladies were on it, so I didn't get to play it.
Because they're doing the actual thing. Okay, dance break time. Dancing us off to work. It's a cover song of a
I need your arms around me. I need to feel your touch. I need your understanding. I need your love so much. You tell me that you love me so. You tell me that you care. But when I need you, baby, you're never there. On the phone, long distance, always through such strong resistance. And first you say you're too busy. I wonder if you even miss me. Never there. You're never there. You're never, ever there.
Mio Rikikyo.
That flies away, a candle's fickle flame. To think I held you yesterday, your love was just a game. A golden bird that flies away, a candle's fickle flame. To think I held you yesterday, your love was just a game. You tell me that you love me so, you tell me that you care. But when I need you, baby,
you're never there.
Take the time to get to know me. If you want me, why can't you just show me? We're always on this roller coaster. If you want me, why can't you get closer? Never there. You're never there. You're never, ever
like I don't have a head.
There. Never there. You're never there. You're never, ever there.
Does that look good?
Yeah, it's very cool.
Headless Horseman. Halloween's coming up.
I know.
2 months. All right, everybody. See you on Friday. That thing is cool.
I can play that.
You could play that.